Welcome back, my friends. We're in Voxport City yet again, and today we're going to focus our attention on the area that we're zooming in right now. We are going to go next to Thunder's Corner and the ghost town that we created in the last episode, and we're going to build a beautiful skywalk, heavily inspired by the skywalk in Germany in the Allgäu region. And we're going to do that, which also leads into this area right here, which will then be a beautiful coast area in here and another ferry stop as well. Some really cool stuff. I love how the terrain is here, and I'm hoping to do some multi-layered type deal with this. So let's not explain. Let's just go. Let's just do it. All right, obviously, so first thing I want to do would be to get rid of all the trees here, and we're going to do some reforestation later on. But for now, we don't want that. And I do think I want to start with the Skywalk and then work my way down here. So I'm probably going to have to take out some of these rocks and the fence right here in order to get access to this road here with a pedestrian walking path, which should work really well right here. Let's, so we'll do that. Okay, so first thing I want to do actually is build the elevated roads for the actual skywalk. I want to use the amusement park path. If we go up by 12 meters, look at that. I love this path when it's elevated. Looks really cool. Loving the handrails here, and that's a good height, I think, for a skywalk. Okay, now in terms of layout, we're going to do our own custom thing, and I'm just thinking we're going to follow along this terrain here, because why not, right? Basically this sort of thing, but then also, of course, have some connections in between to give the people multiple choices to walk through. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's really good. Now, what we could also do is simply this sort of thing. All right, now let's go to move it, and let's, first of all, I think we're going to determine this as our main height. So I think I just want to go with nodes here, and just like grab all of these nodes and these, and then to object height right there. So that should have elevated all of them to the same height, which is in the middle, which is pretty good, I think. Okay, and then you also have these lookout posts right here, which I think is really cool. Let's see if we could do some shenanigans with node controller, actually. Yeah, so something like this. Very cute. Very, very cute. A really cool lookout point here. So let's do that for all of those. Okay, super cool. Super, super cool. This is it. This is, wow. This is really cool. Now, the thing is, where do we want this to start? I'm thinking brush size. Nope, that was a mistake. So let's just do this with the terrain. There's a metro also going. Look at the metro in here. It's fine. It's totally fine. All right, not too much terrain work, but basically, I guess I'm just going to try and curve into here. And I'm not sure if, yeah, of course we're going to use the, are we going to curve, or are we just going to do this sort of thing? Oh, that's actually pretty good. It is actually really good, I think. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see. Node controller, shenanigans. Not too much, though. Not too much. So to about 12, that makes it look really cool, really smooth. Very nice. All right, that's actually pretty cool. That is really cool. Now, what I also want to do is grab some of the fire watch towers here and place those right in here. On there, and that's pretty accurate, because if you look at the one where I'm taking inspiration from, there's like an actual viewing tower, lookout tower, like in the middle of the skywalk, which I think is really cool. I've never been there myself. I know, right? But let me know in the comments if you've been to one of the skywalks, if you have some where you live, and how did you like it? adding in some tourist stops in here, walking points of interest to see if I can actually get citizens to really walk up here. Maybe we can drag the stop. No, we can't drag it off. But that's okay. I've added those all over the Skywalk here in hopes that, well, that the tourists will actually go and walk. All right, so I do want to also create some stuff for the tourists, not for some stuff for the residents down here below the Skywalk, just in case, you know, somebody doesn't really want to go up to these heights. They can go here to have a good time. All right, check out this snug little area here where, oh, there's a tree glitching through. I did not want that to happen, obviously. We got a park info booth here. We have the cafe going. I think I can get away with this. There we go. Maybe we could even raise that tiny bit higher. Now that seems okay. That seems actually fine. A playground for the kids, of course. We got the cafe here, restrooms, very important. We have this little lookout point here with a sign in front if you don't want to go to the massive heights. If you want to go to the massive heights up here, you can definitely just go here and have a quick look to the other side, which is quite the view, honestly. Looking really good. Depending on where the sun is, we can actually manipulate that. So let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at this view now. That's pretty epic, I think. Okay, cool. Let's pause the game. So here's the sign. You can decide where you want to go, to the small lookout point or to the big Skywalk here. Which again turned out really great. I hope it's going to be used by pedestrians after marking the walking tours. I really hope it's going to get used. Okay, but now let's see. Try to create a cool little harbor area in here. Let's see what we can do with this. So first thing I want to do is actually exaggerate the difference in height here. All right. All right, that's cool. We can work with something like that, I feel like. In terms of roads, because I do want to get a road down here, but I don't want to use the dirt road, the gravel road. I don't have any custom roads, though. So no skinny roads, which would be pretty cool. Maybe the one with the wide sidewalks would be okay in here. Bridge is not working like at all. It is kind of cool, but also the boats won't be able to go through here as good as if it was a different one. Wait, that's actually not too bad, and it works much better here. Just move that out the way, and then yeah, that should work. That's actually kind of cool looking, and I love that we have a lot of space in here for the ferry boats to go through. I'm really not sure about this massive road down here. I don't know. I do want some buildings, though. I do want some buildings in here, so... That's not too bad. I don't think that's too bad. Okay, let me see. What can we do with seawalls in here, actually? All right, biggest problem I think I have is that people will also walk on the bottom half, and they would potentially just glitch into road here, into the ground there. So I think we're gonna have to raise it up like this at least. That should be fine. It should be okay. So people, I love that it's kind of overgrown here with the the grass here. So people will also walk down here, which is kind of cool. And we could potentially have another one on this side as well. I mean, I can live with that. It looks like it's, you know, it's the nature is crawling its way back, which I guess is always good. And it doesn't look too bad, I don't think. Nice. Nice and smooth. You won't believe it, gang, but it's actually working. Our tourist is taking the walking tour on the Skywalk. Look at this. Let's just watch for a few seconds and just, oh my god, this is really, really epic. This is so cool. more tourists. Now, if you could go to one of these lookout points, that would be pretty epic, I think. We'll see, there's more people coming. This is so epic. So good. Yes, yes, look at it, look at it. Oh my god, this is so cool. And they're turning around. Turning around again, but that's fine. Okay, that's pretty epic. Now, I did also create this off-ramp here so people can actually go and finish, like you could go onto the Skywalk here and you could go off of the Skywalk here. It's a pretty big loop, so I don't know how many people will go here, but we'll see. I think the pedestrians will use this because we're going to put some buildings more here. I've already put in the ferry stop. We're going to make this look super, super epic, super neato, and I'm all here. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let's go. All right, here we are. Whew, that was quite the build. It took me about 6 hours, 7 hours, multiple days to create this little area here, but I think it turned out so amazing. Let's have a look in detail, starting with the lower bottom. And we have the ferry depot here. We got lots of seawalls, of course, and a little bit of an extra here where a shout out goes to Shukaboa for showing me this. The hanging vegetation, this is not on the actual seawall here. This is part of this walking path that I put up here as well. It is the European pedestrian bridge, and it has edges like this. And what I did here is basically just took these little bits and pieces here and added them here, so it just has this kind of overgrown like vibe, which I think looks really realistic. And so here we come, here we got some bollards, of course, so cars won't crash all through here, and cute little marketplaces. Citizens are actually using this. They're kind of glitching through the thing, but it's fine. It's actually okay. Somebody coming up here? Well, sort of. There we go. See, I just love this pathway up on the queue wall. Super amazing. So you come through here, lots of shops. I've added some umbrellas here on these shops. These are from the Green Cities DLC. Some buildings. We come over here, small park, another shop, a shopping malls district, shopping malls DLC building right here. And just imagine sitting here having, you know, some food and drink, and just with this view of the city up here. Wow, just amazing. Just really, really amazing. Lots of colorful trees, clusters of bushes in here, cafes. I even added some buildings of the Africa in Miniature DLC, and overall just a very snug little corner feeling here. Parking lots, of course. Another, I think that's the Park Cafe here. Yeah, Park Cafe. And the park restrooms, also again with the hanging vegetation up on the roof here. Just it might make sense to have that on the roof. Maybe it's like in the drain pipe or something, and it needs to be cleaned. Of course, big wall here, fence to, you know, kind of not have the cars go off the track here. Again, some shops, some cool buildings here. I've actually added this pergola asset here on top of the roof. There we go. That's actually that right there. Just because it looks cool. It was a flat roof and it didn't really look like much. So yeah, we Swordfish Seafood Grill, obviously at the water, and then we have some residential buildings. And I thought to myself, this could be like a high-end district here. We got some really cool buildings here, some high society type deal. Who knows? Maybe some celebrities, you know, have cool apartments here, because this may be such a desirable area to live. So you come here. This is the exit from the Skywalk. Obviously, we've seen this before, the big loop. And oh my lord, just a quick, like, this is being used. It's being used so much, which is really, really cool. We come over here, small park with a pond and a custom park with a fountain and 2 gazebos from the Park Life DLC, which is also being used. Super, super cool. So we come here, small roundabout decorations, lots of bushes again, and I've created this little marketplace here with some bollards to, well, for safety, of course. They're solar powered here. They have their solar power and a little area for the kids as well. So the parents and the grown-ups can go shopping in peace and quiet, maybe. I've added this walking paths here, and I've added some decal arrows as sort of an idea, as this is where this little cute marketplace gets their deliveries. And then you would come down here. You have another restroom here. and you can go down this road here to a pizza place. And this was very interesting because look at how the pathways are. This is actually just the cafe, the sidewalk restaurant from the Hotels and Retreats DLC. I just placed this building here, didn't expect anything to happen, but it did this with the walking paths, and I was like, heck yeah, let's go. So another little lookout point here. There's not actually that much to see on this side, but yeah, who knows? Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. We have an old abandoned pier, you know, a demolished pier. Shoutouts to Cities by Steven, where I saw this first. And overall, just some vegetation. We got some bushes. We got lots of cool park assets. The park cafe again. Just regular shopping buildings. These are, I believe, I don't remember where they were. High density commercial, could be from Heart of Korea or something. And again with the seawall, with the pathway, pedestrian pathway on top to have this cool effect of this like boardwalk type deal. The pedestrians are glitching into it a little bit, but it's okay. I think it's actually pretty fine. And basically, yeah, that's it. That was the area. It took me quite some time, multiple days of building, and I was like, it's just too much footage, right? Too much footage. So I thought I'd just go in here and explain all the little details to you. We have a ferry stopping here, which is really cool. Maybe not. Maybe not. But yeah, all in all, if we zoom out even more, I love the area now with the Skywalk and this little marina area here. Very cool little quiet corner shopping type deal, relaxation with the parks, and yeah, overall just lots of details in here. Hedges in the back here. So I thought of a lot of stuff, and this build was amazingly fun to do. So all these little ideas, again, massive shout out to Jukaboa and Cities by Steven, who both have been a huge inspiration these past couple of days for me, and I do hope you like this area. Coming up with all these ideas was pretty fun for me, but I'm also kind of interested to see if like a randomizer, for instance, built my city. That would be quite interesting.